Imagine I was going to run a search. So imagine I took a bunch of images, I generated embeddings for those images, just like we did with the text earlier, and I'm trying to map the images with all these different dimensions that describe what they are into this vector space. I can search for something like Darth Vader, and what you'll see is that there's sort of some random things throughout here, but there's this cluster right here of things that seem to be related to Darth Vader. And so if I look at the images that have been placed, that have embeddings in those places in vector space, I in fact end up with pictures of Darth Vader. If I search for puppy, there's a giant cluster up there that seems to be where the concept of a puppy kind of lives in this vector space. Then, in fact, I see images of cute puppies. But the interesting thing is, given that we're taking this vector space, we're mapping the data points and the concepts out so that we're pushing things closer together that are similar and things for the way that are different. And because I've got this spectrum of sort of from, very Darth Vader-y to very puppyish, I don't know the right words there are, what ends up happening is if I go to the midpoint between the puppy cluster and the Darth Vader cluster, and I say, what is here? What I actually find is that there's puppy Darth Vader right in the middle, because this is a kind of continuum here. Now there's many dimensions here. It's like I'm just showing you basically two-dimensional here, but it's like the concept is I can take any combination of things and kind of average those vectors together and go to the middle, and I can find what is like the combination of those two things, or the sort of midpoint.